This is how people find and hire speakers.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
To get hired more often, you have to be very clear about the people who hire you and the process that they go through to hire you. For example, if you're a celebrity, then the process that people go through to hire celebrity speakers is really speaker bureaus. So you're essentially just going to connect with bureaus. If you're not a celebrity, then here's the process. This is essentially a three-step process. Number one is they say, who do I know? So I'm ready to hire a speaker. I think, who do I know? Who have I seen before? I mean, have I seen someone at an event? Did someone email me and I remember this person? I like this person. So who do I personally know? The second way they go about finding and hiring someone is, who do you know? So this is where this usually happens when it's not just one person in charge of an event, where it's a group of people. So they have like a group, it's an event team, and they say, okay guys, we're looking for a speaker. Who do you know? I mean, who's going to be a good speaker for this? And everyone kind of just says, oh, I think Benji Bruce. Oh, me too. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, my goodness. And this is where people just say names of the speakers that they want to bring in. And this is also the place where bureaus come in as well. So this is where they get the bureau recommendations. And the last one is the internet. So if they don't know someone, if they don't know someone who knows someone, then they go to the internet. This is where they search out for speakers. Now they're like, okay, let me type in motivational speaker, Los Angeles motivational speaker. So this is where they specifically search someone out. Now, knowing this, what exactly should you be doing? You need to think about the journey that they're having in order to hire you, the full process from beginning to end. Well, first, they look at your website. No matter what, they look at your website. This is why you need to have a top-notch speaker brand, a top-notch website, great videos, great reviews, all that stuff I've been talking about for a gazillion years. You gotta have a great brand. After they look at your website, now what happens is they either call you if your phone number's on there, or they send you an email. And after they send you an email or after they call you, this is where you ask the questions, and then right after that is where they either hire you or they don't hire you. So it's important to understand the process of how someone hires, because if you know that the number one thing is a person says, who have I seen before? Well, now you say, okay, me just doing outbound marketing, me doing the pipeline marketing, that's what's going to work, because as soon as they hear about me and they're in charge of the event, they're much more likely to hire me. If you're down to number two, where they say, okay, who do you know? Well, now this is where bureaus come into play, and this is where if you did outbound marketing and they're not in charge, then that comes into play as well. The third one is this is where SEO comes into play. This is where your Google AdWords comes into play. So from that point, when you know all of this, now you say, okay, I need to have a great website when they show up to my site. I need to make sure I've got all my questions down. So once they call me or they send me an email, I know exactly what needs to come next, the words I need to say, everything, and then finally you get booked. You need to think not from your standpoint, but from the reality of how people find and hire speakers.